third category of adjusting entries, we will refer to those as accrued expenses. And accrued expenses are simply instances when we, as the business, receive the benefit first or in advance of payment. Right? So we are going to receive the service first, and then we will pay for that service later. And the most common example is always salary expense. And that really is the only one. Salary expense. Think about your employees. If we are going to pay our employees, we're always going to pay them at the end of the week, not at the beginning of the week. If we pay our employees at the beginning of the week, then the chances of them showing up to work for the rest of the week go down significantly, right? If I got paid in advance, I wouldn't show up to work as much as I do. I show up to work and I earn my money, and then I get paid at the end of the month or at the end of the period. So salary expense is typically we receive the benefit first and then we pay later. And we can make up some situations. Let's say we have a work week. Okay. It's like a 7-day work week, Monday all the way through Sunday. And let's say that in this particular example, employees are paid $1,000 a day. I have a number of employees, but they are typically paid $1,000 every day. And in this particular example, December 31st falls on a Wednesday. December 31st. Therefore, during the work week, during this period, they are working and delivering service to us, and therefore we have to recognize the expense, even though that we're not going to pay them until some point out here, right? Maybe on Monday of the following week, I'll pay for the previous week's work. So the question is, on December 31st, right, do I have to make an adjusting entry? And the answer is yes. And that adjusting entry in this particular example would be salary expense. And if they're paid $1,000 a day and they work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it would be salaries expense, 3,000 debit, and salary payable, 3,000. Right? Because we're not paying until way out here. Then how about I could do the payment in, I don't even know what day that would be. This would be Thursday the 1st, Friday the 2nd, Saturday the 3rd, Sunday the 4th. So we're going to pay on January 5th. All right. What's the journal entry to pay on January 5th? Journal entry to pay on January 5th. It's going to be, well, I'm going to get rid of the salary payable from above. So definitely salary payable 3,000. And then I am going to recognize the expense associated with this other accounting period. There are 5 days in that accounting period: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Actually, I take that back. There's not 8 days in a week. There's only 7 days in a week. There's 4 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so the amount of salaries expense we recognize in the subsequent period, January 1st through January 5th, is salary expense. 4,000. And then it would be a credit to cash, 7,000. But this is the adjusting entry for accrued expenses. And this is simply the payment in a subsequent period.